never seen 35 frame turbo like that go over 550 kilowatts. What's going on, guys? Today we are back with a exciting one. So the FG XR6 Turbo injectors came. So the 1250cc's did not come last time. So I had 800cc's that came with the car. And to recap you guys, it made 774 horsepower at 23 pound of boost. And that was maxed out on fuel. So now with the bigger injectors as 1250cc Bosch injectors, we're going to chuck those in. We're going to rerun it on 98 and rerun it on E85, so we should see a little bit more. So we'll push more boost into it, a little bit more fuel, and I'll be very interested to see what it makes now with the bigger injectors. So the car's already in there. I set it up on the Saturday. It is now Monday, so it's all on the hub dyno. It's all ready. Pretty much everything's on there except for the computer, unless Nick has done that now. But let's go in there and let's see what she makes, hey? The FG is here on the hub dyno, ready to go. I just swapped out the 800cc Sonic injectors for 1150cc racework injectors. I said Bosch, my bad. Stuffed that up. But anyway, they're in now. And yeah, we're going to do a few runs, get it on the 98 tune, run it completely dry. It has less than a quarter of a tank in it. You know, with E85 in, do a few runs with 10 litres and then fill it up fully with E85 and see what she makes. Now, for the people who don't know, I'm actually running the PCM Tech software in this car, so that allows me to have 4 tunes. One of them is Ghost Cam tune. We have a low boost, mid boost and high boost setting. So for the low boost on tune 1, we got 358 kilowatt, which is 481 horsepower. Tune 2, 372 kilowatt, which is 500 horsepower. And tune 3, which is 432 kilowatt and 581 horsepower. Very safe and seem to be pretty good numbers for 98. So I'm going to chuck some E85 in it now and we're going to run it up. It is the next morning. We didn't wrap it up till about 10:30 last night. It is currently still on the dyno. And sorry to upset a few people, and I know there's probably people who are going to be in the comment section like, hey, you can't make it 850 on a stock bottom and bashing at me, but that was a little bit of a fuck you run. We just wanted to see what the 35 frame could do with those injectors and that combo, and he was very, very impressed. He has never seen 35 frame turbo like that go over 550 kilowatts. So I went there, it was all nice and perfect. The AFRs were perfect, and that was at about 26 pound of boost. So it was nice and easy on everything. No, it probably wouldn't be nice and easy on the street with the bottom end and whatever, so I did ask Nick to turn it down. So we are going to be sticking to the 785 horsepower tune at the tyres. So it made 10 more horsepower than before, but it is a lot fatter there. It is not as lean as it was with the 800s in it. The box will still handle it. Obviously it won't like getting bashed constantly, but I don't bash the thing constantly, especially on that 785 tune. So I'll probably be doing 680 on the street like always. But basically the injectors were to get everything in the right place where it needs to be, because those other injectors just weren't quite cutting it. But you know, we had to chuck in that big run because we wanted to upset a few people and see what it could do basically, and it did what it did. Maybe someday soon, built motor. I'll put a little sneaky thing on my TikTok, and maybe a built box, but time will tell. If you guys run up the merch, GAMBIN.BUILDS at Big Cartel, you know, maybe we can have these things soon and a lot more content on that. But I'm happy that the car is safe, reliable, and those injectors are in it, because that was the last bit of the fuel system that hadn't been changed, and they're done, they're good now. I'm happy, the car's happy. So I'm gonna head to Nick's this afternoon, and if it's not too dark, we'll get some clips of it driving. If not, I'll grab some in a few days and chuck them up after this. Here's a few days later, and we are testing out the car. Yes, Nick turned it down to 785, and yes, I can finally use it because it's not on the lean side, and man, it goes very well, let's just say that. Very happy with it, but you know, let's just let the car do the talking instead of me. Man, oh man, this thing boogies, and look, on street tyres it does get a little bit hairy, not gonna lie. I don't know how my facial reaction was then, but I'm sure it was a little bit, you know, how you going, because the road kind of dipped up and it kind of went sideways at the top of third, so that was a little bit interesting. But yeah, car's definitely a handful. 785, very spicy, maybe a little bit too spicy on street tyres, but man, with some radials, this could actually do some numbers. I honestly think this has a 9 in it if we can get it in the 60 foot, but the only thing I think that would hold this car back in getting that 9 is probably the standard gearbox, because I don't think it'll like that 60 foot too much, but you never know. We might just do one run and just absolutely send it, and if it cooks the box, I guess we're doing a upgraded box sooner than expected. So, but it's holding up with the standard gearbox, fingers crossed, and knock on wood, you know, it's loving life, and so is the stock bottom end. So, I've been driving around for a few days. I've been meaning to get some content, but the weather hasn't been too nice. It's either been too hot or it's been raining. So we don't want to drive this thing in the rain, and we don't want to drive this thing in the heat. Yeah, that'll get the tyres warmed up. Man, this car absolutely fucking goes, and I love it. It's such a fun car. I don't see myself selling this car anytime soon. Like, yes, the club sport will be fun, but man, I don't think it'll be this fun. I honestly do not. So anyways, we better dip from Mexico, because you know, can't hang around in Mexico for too long. You know, we're gonna get all the way back to Australia. I got work on Monday. You know, flights along, and we'll get the car transported back, and we'll put that on the flight too, and that'll get back quick enough for the next video. So I'm going to leave it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching as always. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Put those post notifications on so you do not miss out on the next episode and future episodes as always. So I guess we'll catch you guys in the next one.